Good morning, everybody. Having coffee. Today is day 3 of our journey with our starter. Let me find the line. I think I touched it, because it's dry erase, but you could see the line kind of right there. We had a false rise. This is too soon for it to be doing this much activity, but it's not normal. It is normal, but it's too soon. And we got lots of bubbles. Good sign. That means we got a good starting to our starter. Today we are going to discard half of what's in our jar. Now, it is called discard, but we do not save this discard. You cannot really save it until your starter has become active. Because at this point, you're going to have good and bad bacteria in your starter. So it would not be a good idea to save it. What we're going to do is kind of stir it down. Smell your starter. It's got a very bad gassy smell to it when you stir it. That's normal. Don't panic. It's gonna have that for a while. It's the good bacteria trying to fight out the bad bacteria. I'm gonna weigh our jar. It's at 701, and I believe our jar weighed, was it 309 or 409? Let's see if I still have numbers on my jar. I do not. I should have wrote it on the lid. Well, anyway, we should have, if I calculate right, 300 grams of starter in our jar. So that would leave us with 401 as what our jar weighs. So we need to discard half. So there should be 150 grams that we need in our jar. So 301 plus 150 is 450, or wait, 300. 401 plus 150 is 551. So that's how much starter we need to have in our jar. 500. So I'm discarding. I'm using a bowl right next to me. Oh, we're close. Almost. Try weighing it now. A little bit more. Getting there. A little bit more. If I had another jar, I would just pour it into there and calculate it. But at this moment, I have to go and get some more jars from the Dollar Tree. Alright, I think that might do it. There we go. That is what we need in our jar. And then I just throw away that discard because it's no good. You can't bake anything with that. Then we're gonna scrape down the edges of our jar really good so we get all that yumminess down into that jar. We're gonna zero out our scale, and I'm doing it with the spatula in it, so I'm gonna zero it out with the spatula in it. And I forgot to mention, my spring water is room temperature. I don't use cold, I just use room temperature. 150 grams of water. And that's because we have 150 grams of starter. So we're doing a 1-1 ratio. Almost there. We're there. So 150 grams of spring water. And we're going to do what we did yesterday. Mix it really good to like a milky froth. I can't tip that to show you, but it's like, it's a milky consistency. Once we get there, then we're going to put her back on the scale. Zero her out. And I'm going to put 150 grams of flour. Five more grams. Right on. And then we give her a mix-a-rooney. She should be like the same consistency as we had yesterday. And don't be discouraged. It does put off a smell. That's normal. It's good bacteria fighting the bad bacteria. That's all that is. It can get ripe. I've had it smell like sulfur farts, rotten eggs. Those are all normal signs. Scraping off the sides of my jar. Scrape off all that goodness into the jar. Hopefully we come up with a name for her. Do not put any starter down your drain. It hardens like cement. Scrape off as much as you can off your utensils. Sorry, getting some paper towel here. We are going to clean up the inside rim of our jar. And then you just put your lid on loosely. Now, because she is halfway up my jar, if not a little bit more, I did put the line. I'm gonna actually put her in a bowl like my other one. Because if she had activity like that, we don't want her to bust out and take a walk all over the place. So, my suggestion, put her in a jar or in a bowl. And then this morning I got to feed Gertrude too. And I am actually going to bulk feed Gertrude today. I got to make 2 loaves of bread for her. A friend of mine asked me if I could make her some of that chocolate bread I made Sunday. So I'm going to bulk feed Gertrude so I can make bread with her. This is so simple to do. The process is being patient while your starter gets active. You have to wait for it to be active because your starter is what makes your bread. Alright. And then I'm going to bulk feed her. So 1 big scoop and another big half scoop. Let's see where she goes there. And I feed her real extra thick. It's just how I've always done it. Oh, and your starter should smell like flour and water after you mix it. Before you go and start, when you go to feed it, that's when you're going to start getting them nasty smells. That's just the gas release of the back bacteria coming out. Alright, yeah, she's thick. She's good. She's good. So I'm going to scrape down my sides. So I can see where she's at. Kind of even her out. And then I need another paper towel. We are going to scrape the spoon. Like I said, I try to get every bit of it I can off my utensils before I put them in water. And off your fingers. Then I move my rubber band up to about where Gertrude is. Cap her. And I set her on my counter until she bulk rises, or, yeah, well, gets to peak. And then I gotta make bread with her. So that's day 3. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment. And we're still looking for one more name to put into the poll for Sunday. You can also put that in the comments. If I don't get a name, I'm going to come up with the second name and then just put it in the poll. I thank you guys for tagging along. And this is our journey with our no-name starter so far. All right. Have a great day.